Let get to it. Ooh wee weezy.
Ooh wee wee is right.
There we go. I like it like that. Okay. Man, listen. We talking about it tonight.
We going there tonight.
We going there tonight. I hope y'all ready because it's about to get intense. Make sure you get your intense energy drink and have energy for what we about to talk about. Shout out Intense. This video is sponsored by Intense Energy Drink.
You crazy.
It's not really, I'm prophesying.
Yeah, guys. We're going to give y'all time to come in tonight. We hope everybody's had a beautiful start to your week. And one of our littles is still up. You want to come say hello, Gideon? Come on. They want to see you. Come on, come up here. Say hi, guys. Say hi, guys. He just was upset, wasn't you, Lay? You okay now? Can you get a people a peace sign? Throw up deuces.
Shout out to the one person we see you. We don't know who you are, but thank you for tuning in.
Absolutely, guys.
Probably trying to stay anonymous. You know, I gotta hear about this sex stuff. What they got to say about sex. I'm tuning in tonight. Man, y'all come on in.
Say come on in, guys.
Man, y'all listen. Make sure you share this video, like it, comment. Pretty sure y'all gonna be commenting a lot when we start diving into this deepness.
And tell us who you are. We do want to shout you guys out. Everybody knows it's the holidays, so we may be doing or may not be doing. You'll have to keep logging in and telling us who you are. We may or may not be putting all of our participants in a little drawing for a prize for Christmas.
Who might want to go on a trip?
You said a trip, I said a prize.
The trip is a prize because I'm tripping.
But yeah, guys, a lot of you last time we couldn't even see y'all. So definitely shout out in the comments, put a shout out in the comments and let us know who you are, where you're logging in from, because we do have family and friends across the world. And we do want to shout you out. We see you guys. The numbers are starting to rise. So thank you guys for tuning in. So
look, if y'all ready to get into it, let me see them thumbs up. Let's just go ahead and, you know what I'm talking about. We on the high dive, babe.
It's coming. Yeah.
It's about to,
I'm excited.
It's about to get real because I'm gonna tell you why. A lot of people, I mean, let's just jump right into it. Sex, okay? Everybody know about it. I don't care if you done it before or haven't done it before. You know something about it. Especially now, considering the fact that middle school will be quick. They more quick to teach middle schoolers about sex versus how to start a business, how to balance a checkbook, how to do certain things. So everybody know about sex. Sex is a powerful thing. The reason why it's very important to wait until marriage or build on top of sex in the marriage is because we're going to get into that as soon as y'all start tapping in. The anticipation, look, babe, them got all stiff and stuff. No,
I was going to ask you to pray before we get started because this is
absolutely.
such a heavy topic and we want to set the atmosphere beforehand.
Most definitely, man.
So
listen,
that's why I was looking like that.
If the people that are joining us, see who that is.
It's the comments.
Oh
no, they said it will appear. There we go. Hey, Kathy.
Hey, Miss Kathy.
Okay.
All right, listen.
We wasn't Sorry, y'all. Excuse me. We couldn't even see the comments. So
I think that's what you gotta start doing, swiping, so we can see who.
okay.
Uh-oh.
I'm currently offline. Okay. I don't know why I be doing it.
Facebook, I apologize for anything that we might say or might not say.
And guys, if you see that we've logged off, we're not really. Our connection, sometimes when we talk about touchy topics, Facebook will kind of, mess with the connection a little bit. So we stay in here, y'all. But just be patient. It'll come on, come back on.
Listen, I'm going to go ahead and pray. If you are on right now, you can bow your head, close your eyes, do whatever you want to do, get comfortable. Father God, we come to you. Thank you for this time. Thank you for this moment. Thank you for your presence. Thank you that you fill our mouths with your word, your revelation, your knowledge, your wisdom, and not our own, God. Thank you that those that are watching now and that will come back to watch it will receive a nugget, a gem, or something that will help them to see this topic, this touchy topic from a different perspective, and help them to, if healing is needed, help them to obtain healing, help them to see you in themselves, God. Thank you that you will get the glory out of our life tonight, and thank you that many will be blessed now and in the future, God. Thank you that the atmosphere is set in Yeshua's name. We pray, amen.
Amen. Let's do it.
So, sex, from a woman's perspective, correct me if I'm right or wrong. Women need love to have sex. Is that correct?
A real woman, yes.
Okay. Now, from a man's perspective, men, we need sex to feel love. It's our love language. It's one of our love languages. And what happens is that language is, it's not fluent when it's not in a marriage. You may be able to, it's just like speaking Spanish. Outside of a marriage, when you're speaking Spanish, and stay with me, I'm going somewhere with this, but when you speak in Spanish, if you don't know Spanish fluently, you might know how to say adios or como, gracias, como estás, muy bien, me too. You might be able to speak a little bit, right? But when you get into a marriage, sex is like learning that language fluently. Now you'll be able to hold conversations. So outside of a marriage, you can't really hold no conversation. You can say enough. Why? Because I believe outside of a marriage, there's no fulfillment. There's only instant gratification. You are gratified in the moment, but you are not fulfilled. And the reason being is it's two words. I think it's two words or one word, but I'm gonna say two words tonight. And it's because of soul ties. All right, and we're gonna get deep into this. You gotta stay with us to see where we are going with this, because it's gonna help you to understand. Some people might feel off balance or feel like you can't, you can't get your emotions in line, or So if you are outside of a marriage and you have sex, and please understand that we are not trying to offend nobody tonight. We judge, no judgment whatsoever. But when you stand for the truth and you speak the truth, sometimes the truth, it may hit you right in the face. And it's not the person. So don't blame the people, the vessels, for speaking the truth. Because sometimes, just like they say, it's the ugly truth, right?
Yeah.
The truth is ugly sometimes. And you might not want to realize it or but please understand that the truth is ugly. So soul ties, when you are outside of a marriage, and this is why we say marriage makes sex better, is because outside of a marriage, or anytime you having sex, you are exchanging your soul with a person, right? And so outside of a marriage, if you are not married to that person, now you are connecting to the Wi-Fi. I'm finna using a lot of analogies tonight, but it's like connected to the Wi-Fi. See, that Wi-Fi can pick up any signal that has access to it. You know, so when you are connecting with a person on a sexual level outside of a marriage, you are connecting with everybody that person is connecting with.
Hey, Kareem.
So when you connect with a person on a sexual level, like I say, you are connecting with everybody that person has connected with. Whether you believe it or not, you might not see it on the surface, but guess what? Years pass and you wondering why you having mood swings or you having what they call split personality. Yeah, this is split personality because you've picked up a personality from somebody else, you know, and that's why I made a post. I said, if that person hasn't gotten healing themselves, then they still have pieces of themselves out there. That's why healing is important. And that's why we say within the marriage, because you are going to be committed and tied to this person forever. That is the purpose. That is why sex in marriage is better, because being connected to this one person, y'all gonna continue to reciprocate each other's spirits. That's why if you ever notice married couples that have been together for a long time, they eventually start looking alike or have some type of similarities. They might start sounding the same, looking the same, moving the same, doing certain things. Like literally now in the beginning, it was things that I was doing that she wasn't doing, and it was stuff that she was doing that I wasn't doing. Now it's flip-flop. Now I catch myself doing stuff that she used to do, and she doing stuff that I used to do. So it's like you pick up each other's soul. That's why it's called soul ties. You're going to be tied to that person's soul. It ain't just about the pleasurable side. So it's deeper than that. Don't just get caught up in, oh, I gotta get this release and yeah, it's cool to get that, but make sure you plan on being with this person. And let's just be real. This is a lot of stuff. See, and leaders, whenever the pastors watch this, I'm not trying to offend nobody, okay? I'm gonna throw that disclaimer out there. But a lot of times they sugarcoat it in church. It's sugarcoated. We know people are gonna do it. You're gonna do it. You're probably already doing it, and you outside of a marriage. Let's just be real about the situation, you know. So we're not trying to convince you to do. We just giving you putting some food in front of you. Now it's up to you to eat or not.
Making an informed decision.
But we trying to help you, you know, to give you something to think about. Like, I never thought about it like that. You know, so that's all we trying to do. So, but like I say, in church, it's sugarcoated. They want to sweep it under the rug and act like it's not happening. No, it's happening. And it's happening with the 13-year-old, 14, 15, 16, 17. Honestly, it's happening with the 12-year-old. You know, so, and they don't understand the meaning of, they don't understand soul ties because nobody telling them about soul ties. So now they 12, 13 years old. Now keep in mind, I do understand certain things happen where, you know, somebody might get raped and stuff. That's why rape is such traumatic experience for a woman, is because she had, like, that man or person who did that to her has taken a piece of her soul, and she wasn't willingly giving her soul to that person. Now she walk around feeling empty. So that's why healing is important. If that has happened to you, you have to seek healing. Seek the right therapy. I ain't gonna say just any therapy. Seek the right therapy. Somebody that's gonna actually give you the keys to heal, and not just take your money, sit there and listen to you talk, and they ain't got no answer for you. But okay, oh no, them not keys. Find somebody that's gonna actually give you the right keys to heal. So that's why healing is important. If you have been through that experience, we sympathize with you and we understand. So that you are excluded from this topic. We are talking about the people you know. You got somebody in your phone right now that you can press the button, you can call, y'all come over and get it on. These are the people that we are talking about. Like
if I might add, it's some people that use what happened to them to control other people that way by using sex.
Yeah.
So a lot of people would say, oh, I'm like this because I was this, because they haven't gotten the healing that's needed. So I think keeping them in it, men and women have been, molested or raped, and you may not have gotten healing. It still may be that nobody even knows, but you're very promiscuous, and you're just going out here just like 35 people done had you. You know what I'm saying? Like, but the root is that childhood trauma or that adult trauma that hasn't been dealt with.
Yep.
See what I'm saying?
Yep.
So we can't leave them out, because this is, I have physically met people that uses what's happened to them as a child as a reason to womanize or menize, just be with multiple people, because they themselves don't understand what's happening.
Right.
Or what hasn't been addressed.
Gotcha. I understand completely. And the ones that I'm talking about are the ones that's not doing that.
Gotcha.
The ones that like, yeah, we want to address the ones that's, using their traumatic experience as a weapon. You are creating soul ties with multiple people, and then you can't really find yourself because you are tying yourself to multiple souls, and you really can't find yourself. This is why I tell a lot of people that reach out to me for one-on-one talking, counseling, whatever you want to call it. I tell them, who are you? What do you like? Some people don't even know what their favorite color is. Some people don't even know their favorite food. You don't spend enough time with yourself to even understand the things about yourself that you actually like. So what ends up happening is you go out and you try to find your identity in substance abuse. You try to find your identity in crowds. You try to find yourself in other people. So you have multiple people around you. You don't even really discern nobody in your circle. So what ends up happening is you allow multiple people to come around you, and then them people take from you. They take something. Cause see, like when you freely give your soul away to somebody, now they've taken something from you. Even if you freely give it, they've taken something from you. Now all you know is to just constantly give yourself away until you are depleted and nobody is pouring back into you. And so you eventually will hit rock bottom. That's why you have some people that go out here and commit suicide. They go out here and they harm themselves because they haven't spent time with themselves. They don't know who they are. They in an identity crisis. They screaming for help, but like I say, eventually now some people will get to a place where they will build a wall thinking that they're keeping people out, but actually they locking themselves in. And so then, especially, and this is a two-way street, not just talking about women, but it's men and women. Men do the same thing. We'll build a wall thinking that, okay, we gonna keep the people that's trying to hurt us out. But in all actuality, you locking yourself in, so now nobody can't really get close to you. You might have a bunch of people around you, but nobody is close. Nobody don't even know the real you. Go ahead, buddy. Nobody don't know the real you. Go ahead, push it. Try it again. But nobody don't know the real you because you don't know the real you. And so you bring multiple people around you just so you can feel comfortable, because each person, you try to identify yourself within that person. In that person's personality, you trying to identify yourself. But that's why isolation, now too much isolation is bad, true. So you have to get to a place where you can socialize. But now take, being optimistic about your experiences, take what you've experienced and start to discern. You'll get to a place where your soul will reopen its eyes and you'll start to see the takers versus the givers. And I say this too for women, like, don't blame the next man for what the ones that you chose did. Because some of these men from your past, you chose them based on something. It might have been money. It might have been his career. It might have been looks, his sex, whatever. You chose that man for a specific reason. And then you seen the signs that this person was not going to be in your life for a long period of time. But because you haven't really spent time with yourself, you can't really, you see the sign, but you don't care to pay attention to it because you think that you can change them, or you might say, you know what, I'm gonna play this game where I get you before you get me. And before you know it, now you spent years with this person, and eventually the signs show you in the beginning that this is not going to work, but you stay in it long enough, then something tragic happens to separate y'all, because that's, God is trying to protect you. He showed you the signs in the beginning, but because you say, you know what, no, I'm not going to pay attention to those, this guy got potential, or this guy, he can change, or I can change him, or, some type of misconception you have in your brain. See, that's what soul ties do. It blinds you. Now, you may not see the signs, and this guy is taking everything from you because you allowing certain things to happen. But then you realize who you have the moment you say no. You ever want to know who around you? Tell them no. You'll find out quick. Because some people don't like to hear no. If they come to just take from you, they don't want to hear no. They want you to always say yes. Give me what I want. I disappear on you. I ain't going to talk to you for some days until I'm ready to get what I want again. Then I'm back in your life only to take from you, and then I'm going to exit again. So, but like I said, if you start to go through that healing process and you start looking within yourself, you will eventually get to a place where you can see them signs. Nah, look, you finna waste my time. Nah, this ain't going to work. I don't care to be with you. You know what I'm saying? Like, you'll start to see them from a distance, and you won't waste your time with that person. So got anything to add, babe?
Yeah, just tap me in. Tap
me in. Before I tap her in, like I say, like this is why, like we say, like our title say, marriage makes sex better, because you can be tied to the person that you are committed to, and you don't have to worry. Like, I don't have to worry about none of whatever. Like, she don't have to worry about nothing from my past. We've been through healing. We've healed. We've hurt each other. We haven't did no craziness to hurt each other, but we have hurt each other with our words. And, just because of what we've been through in our past, sometimes it clouds your judgment, and the person right in front of you is a great person, but sometimes it's hard to see because of what you experienced in your past. And you have to work. That's why marriage is work. And that's why a lot of people don't, you have to make that investment, and you have to have a solid foundation, because you're going to have some storms. And you, listen, battle tested. All I got to say, battle tested. She's still here. This is my rock. This is my everything. And I will let the world, I told her from the beginning, I will let the world know this is my number one and only right here. So let me go ahead and tap my wife in. Tap. Okay.
Hold on. Is anybody saying anything? Y'all can't come in. Everybody just here watching tonight. We see y'all though. We see y'all. Before I get going, what's up, Trina? What's up, Willie? What's up, Tammy? Melissa? What's up, Cuzzo? What's up, Nicole? So, guys.
Here, I'm gonna do this for you, baby.
Yeah. And y'all tell us, hey, or, let us know that, this is hitting it. We seen some hearts, so we appreciate it. But just to kind of go back on what Davon said, the soul tie thing, this is something we talked about when we first started Millennials Marriage Ministries, or Millennials Marriage Mondays. And this was a topic that so many people over the last, 4 or 5 years have asked us to come back to and talk about, because it hit home with so many different people. So what I would like to say is, I was doing a little bit of research, and I was doing a devotional this week, and it actually had research in it. I didn't do personal research, but it was saying that they did a poll of married couples versus unmarried couples, that who had better sex, the married couple or the unmarried couple. Then they did a poll with singles, who desired to be married, but that was just out there living their life. And they said, it was almost by a long shot, more than 50. It was like, I think almost 91 or 92% of people said that marriage sex was better. The singles, it was like 85% said that the sex wasn't great and they desired to be married because they knew the sex would be better. And then the married couples was off the charts that it was the best they've ever had, right? So I was like, dang, you know, society tells us that, you know, throw yourself out there, you know, YOLO, you know, have fun and experience a lot of different people, because once you get married, you with one person and it's going to be boring and it's not going to be exciting anymore. That's what society says. But what they don't say is, girl, you better watch out for them STDs, you know, don't be, if you don't use protection, you're going to be burning. Like, the society don't tell you about the burning and the itching and the pain, physically, emotionally, that can come with that. And sometimes terminally, people can lose their life all because of some sex, like all because of that. And so I remember, this is crazy, I remember being in the hospital as a nurse, you know, and this is an example, then I'll get to what I'm really going to say. But I remember being in the hospital as a nurse, and I had these two patients, and it was two men. No, I'm sorry. It was a patient that was a man. I didn't know that the doctor, I literally came in on my shift, and the doctor was like, hey, can you go in this room with me? All I had gotten was a meet and greet, a hello. I didn't know the man that I thought was a visitor was the patient, the man in the bed's husband. Had no idea. The doctor said, hey, can you go in with me? I said, okay, sure, no problem, because, you know, nurses tend to just go do what the doctor say, you know. So I went in with him. I had no preface. This doctor was like, hey, I'm Dr. such and such, and I just want to let you know you have HIV. The wife, husband that was in the chair, in the recliner, went off on the patient. And I didn't know they was in a relationship, but somebody had been unfaithful, which the doctor looked at the guy in the chair, the wife, and said, hey, you're going to have to get tested too. And just from the looks of it, you know, I don't know how much longer y'all going to have to, I don't know how much longer he's going to have to live because of the lifestyle choice that you have made. Now, I'm not knocking anybody's lifestyle choice. That's not what I'm getting at. I'm just getting at society don't tell you how some of your choices can affect and ultimately cost you your life, right? So, and these are choices, right? So going back to what is a soul tie, you know, the best way I can describe it, because there's some people on here that might not even never heard of the word, you know, say you got, and I'm going to use a random name, right? Don't be offended if it really is your name. I'm not talking about you. I'm just using a random name. Say you got Sally, right? Sally meets Cody, right? Sally dated John last year, you know what I'm saying? And Sally and John hooked up or whatever. They
had sex.
They had sex, and the relationship didn't last. So she was out at the party one night, done met Cody, right? Cody telling her, hey, like, I like you, I'm into you, let's date, right? But Cody got a side piece. Cody got Michelle, right? So Sally is like, oh my gosh, like, John, you know, I'm not really over him yet, but I'm gonna just get into this relationship, right, with Cody, not knowing about Michelle, right? So ends up she sleeps with Cody. Cody was like, you know, I just want to let you know I can't be with you. I actually got a girlfriend. You know, you was just somebody I thought might be for me, but it's not. Ultimately, this happens after she's, you know, gave him the cookie, you know. So Cody's like,
sex.
Yeah. So Cody's like, you know, I'm gonna just keep going, you know, and be with Michelle. But while he was trying to be with Sally, Michelle was talking to Steve. You know what I'm saying? So Michelle done been with Steve and Cody. Michelle dumps Cody and she goes with Steve. after Cody gets dumped, he tried to go back to Sally. Sally takes him back, not realizing Cody been with Michelle, right? Michelle been with Steve, right? And we don't even know who Steve been with. You know what I'm saying? That's the simplest way I could say. Now Sally has the baggage from, who was the first boy I said? Now Sally's got the baggage from Cody, Michelle, Steve, and the person John.
Trishika, Dashika, Diamond, Naomi.
Yeah, she got all, so now she's pretty much, she let him back in and it still didn't work out, but she re-slept with him, right? So now she's pretty much carrying all this dead weight, all these pretty much dead bodies on her. And and I'm saying a woman, but this also happens to men too. She is carrying all this dead weight. She don't know why she's sad. Everything in life is happening great for her and she's sad.
She just bought a house and she's depressed.
Sad. She depressed. She don't know why she's, flipping out or easily triggered. Well, you've picked up all these different energies. You've intermingled yourself and danced around with these people's different spirits, because just because you're with Cody, that means if he hasn't gotten the proper healing and cleansed himself mentally, spiritually, emotionally, physically, if because a lot of people think, oh, they ain't got nothing, on the physical tip or the health tip, but what about spiritually? If you haven't, cleansed yourself and got proper healing, you're bringing everybody that you've been with into the relationship that you're in now. And you can't fully give yourself. Now, say Sally, she finds her husband, Derek, and Derek and her gets married, right? And she comes out of this funk she was in, and she just blamed it on the weather or her hormones. And then her and Derek's been married 2 or 3 years, and she tells Derek, I'm not enjoying sex with you. I'm not, fulfilled. I'm having all these different issues. I'm triggered by so many different things. And then Derek's like, what's going on? He's gotten proper healing. He's only been with one person, and that person was a virgin, and he's gotten proper healing. He's sold out to her, but she's carrying all this baggage within herself. What do you do? Because this is where I feel like 80%, if I'm being generous, if I'm being kind of frugal, this is where 80% of marriages are. And I feel like a lot of people don't get healing because they feel like the spouse is going to heal them. But the spouse cannot heal you. It's a shame to give yourself and be fully free in sin, the sin of having sex before marriage, and you've been everything to everybody else, and then the person that God has given you as a husband, you can't even give him anything because you're not healed yourself, and this is why I feel like a lot of marriages are at. Or you're comparing that person that you're with, now married to someone else. You know what I'm saying? Because you haven't properly gotten the healing that you needed. So what do you do? What do you do? A lot of marriages end because of money and because of sex. You know what I'm saying? Why is that? Because nobody talks about it. Because on Sunday morning in the church, we rely so heavily on the stories in the Bible, and you don't talk about what's happening 2 doors down. You know what I'm saying? Be real about it. This is stuff that's happening, and if you don't get healing, when you have a child out of that emotion, that you're not going to be able to properly educate your child about sexual trauma, about sexual things, because you never got the healing. And then some of us, our parents never talked to us about it, and so it's intriguing to watch our lives. It's intriguing to, and a lot of men and women especially in marriages, will turn to different things like that's not, because it's an appetite, right? That's not being fed by their spouse for whatever reason. They'll turn to pornography. They'll turn to, dating sites your spouse don't know about. They'll turn to, different people to talk to, or mentor. When it's not a mentor, if she's feeding something that you lack from someone else, or maybe it ain't your spouse. It's because you never owned it up and dealt with your trauma, right? So it's a lot of things that are happening within the structure of the family. And I feel like God has called us to help people realize what's happening, because in the Bible, he created Adam and Eve. Even if their names wouldn't have been Adam and Eve, it was a male and it was a female, right? And they had issues come into their union when someone else got to come in. You see what I'm saying? And baggage was brought. You see what I'm saying? And it created a soul tie, right? That we are still battling today. Being women, we have to reap what Eve sowed, the pain during childbirth, So if you don't properly deal with things, it will haunt you and it will track you down. So one day you will have to deal with it. And we want people to know that, sex is a great thing. In marriage, when we got married, I had such a skewed, what's the best word? Distorted view because of my past of being hurt by guys. You know what I'm saying? And it caused me to not fully open up to my husband, right? Sexually, because I just, after a while, I was like, this is nasty, because I feel like, people will abuse something that God meant to be good, and then because things have happened to you or experiences have happened to you, it might make you view what God has given as a blessing and a gem as disgusting and something that you can, you don't need. You know what I'm saying? But he's made us for that, for the purpose of his glory, to be fruitful and multiply, right? And how do we do that? We have kids. You have to have sex to have kids. You have to have a lot of sex to have a lot of kids. So that's my thing. Like, it's very important that people understand what you get into when you have sex with people. You know what I'm saying? And you shouldn't be embarrassed or ashamed if you didn't wait. You shouldn't be feeling like it's too late or you can't be redeemed for, making that mistake, But what advice I would give is to, if you got that black book, if you got that list on your phone of who you can call when it's cold, when you need to cuddle,
cuffing season,
when you need to, have somebody close, you feel like, if you have, that list, or, have people in your life that, we ain't together, but when we want to be together, we can be together, then cut them off. You owe it to yourself to heal. And at first you may feel like, you're going through withdrawals or whatever, but hang in there, because the pain down the line, it's not going to be worth it. You don't want God to bring you Prince Charming and he can't even see who you are, really, Tamika, because John's personality is coming through. You know what I'm saying? Like, or whoever John been with is coming through you. He can't even see the real you. Or maybe you showed him the real you, in the beginning, and then y'all got together, and then everybody else start coming out. And it's this picture we share. We didn't share it this time. We went a little easy on y'all eyes. But it's this picture where it's this person's body. It looks gray like a corpse. And they were cut in half, and it was all these different people's heads coming out of it. because of, and it represented every time you've been with somebody, you're taking on a likeness of them. You know, good or bad, you're taking on something about them until you really go through the proper healing, which I want you to talk about the proper healing, because I feel like people like, okay, I know I messed up. Okay, I'm trying to focus on myself, but how do I know I'm healed? What is the proper healing when I went through, you know, having sex before marriage?
Okay. Before I dive into the healing part, you mentioned something. I want to piggyback off of it and dive deeper into the revelation of STDs, right? Now, we've learned that STDs stand for sexually transmitted diseases, right? But on the spiritual side, don't forget about the sexually transmitted demons.
Ooh.
You know, like demons, and a lot of people might not believe in demons or not. Listen, I've seen angels and I've seen demons. Whether you believe it or not, they exist. Let me tell you. And when you first get with a person, yeah, you meet that person's representative in the beginning and you don't really know too much about that person. It's not until you be with that person in all seasons of their life that you start to see who they are. Now, keep in mind, even then, demons can attach themselves to people and use them in oppression, depression, possession, and you don't realize it until it's been transmitted. And a lot of sexually transmitted demons are transmitted through sex. And because sex is such a powerful, powerful, powerful thing. I mean, it's everywhere. You can't even watch the Super Bowl without seeing, you know, some woman in a skirt, or, you know, they trying to sell some Budweiser, and, you know, you can't, you know what I'm saying? So it's everywhere. And that's why, like, if you are married, ladies, let me help you out. If you are married, do not, I repeat, do not criticize your husband. If anything, be all that you can be. If you ain't never put on some lingerie, for my people in the back, lingerie is lingerie, but we in the South, so lingerie. If you ain't never put on no lingerie before, now is the time. Because let me tell you something about your husband. Don't go jump into conclusions of how he might think about me like this, or what you overthinking it. Put it on, put them heels on, let your hair down. If you ain't got hair, get you a wig. They got wigs. Listen, I'm telling you, I'm saying it jokingly, but I'm being serious. Like, your husband is not going to judge you. And if he is judging you, he might not be the one for you, sis. Because a real man is going to appreciate his woman in the effort. We not looking for her to be perfect. We just looking for her to do it. Just do it. Go ahead. Our other baby boy is waking up.
Okay.
Go ahead and get him. So listen to me.
Thank you, buddy.
You don't have to be perfect with it. We're not worried about, because guess what? In his mind, you might have it on, but it's gonna be off. He's gonna take it right off, okay? And that's for the married couples. Don't stop jumping to conclusions about how you think this person, your husband, might think of you, and no, okay? So, but these sexually transmitted demons, be careful. If you are single, right, and you desire to be married, this is why we save yourself as much as possible. Save yourself, okay? Save yourself for your king. I know it's hard. I know the Netflix chill kick in, and you know what? I get it. I understand. We all have been there. Listen, do your best. Don't put yourself in those positions. If you know your flesh is weak, don't put yourself in that position, because sometimes the person that you are getting ready to lay down with may have a demonic spirit attached to them, and that demonic spirit can attach itself to you, and then you wondering why no matter what you do, what you touch, nothing is working. Every time you try to do something, you're trying to pray, you get distracted, you're trying to read the Bible, you can't focus, you're trying to do this, you're trying to do that, you can't really be around people, you emotionally unstable. All that stuff comes from demonic oppression, demonic influence. That's where that stuff comes from. And if you have an open door, like if you've been through some childhood trauma and you haven't received the proper healing, those can be open doors. And that's what a lot of times, that's what demonic spirits come through, them open doors where we haven't gotten healing from our childhood trauma or something that we've been through in our past. Or if you have been promiscuous, man and woman, if you have had many partners and stuff, you haven't gotten healing from that, those can be open doors that demonic spirits can gain access to you and start to like manipulate your life and causing you to see things that really isn't there. So definitely be aware, be very, very aware of who the person is. What's their intentions of wanting to be with you? Ladies, hear me. Tell that man no. I know some of the fellas, if you're single and you trying to, she looking good, smelling good, you trying to get in, I understand. But listen, if you ain't there to provide her healing long term, don't take from her. I've been that man that has taken because I could freely get. So I can speak from experience. And I'm telling you, like, ladies, save yourself. If you tell that man no and he stick around and he want to see the best in you, then chances are he is the one. But if you tell him no, you're not going to give him no cookies, and he flip out, he go ghost, he ain't called you in a long time, don't waste your time. I'm telling you, I've been there. As a man, I've been there. I try to approach somebody, she say no, I'm not calling you. I'm not going to call you. I'm not going to text you. You'll send a text. It might be on read. I might not even read it. But I'm telling you from the man's mouth, like, ladies, save yourself. Because it's very, very, who you allow in your garden is the one that will nurture your soul. I'm telling you. If you allow the wrong person into it's just like if you put the wrong seeds or you put the wrong fertilizer or the wrong dirt into a garden, the flowers and something, they're not going to grow. The fruit is not going, you're not going to get no harvest. So be mindful of who you allowing in your garden, because either they going to nurture you and you going to grow, or they going to cause death to your spirit and going to leave you. The brownie sweet. That's what you're trying to get. Go ahead and grab it. Go ahead and grab it. But who you allow in your garden will either nurture or cause death. But to get to the take it to mommy. Take it to mommy. But to get to the healing part, how do you heal from that? Number one, meditation. Right? There's a lot of social media, YouTube, all these platforms, they are neutral. They take on the spirit of the person whose hand it is in. Some people, you can tell by their spirit what they post on, who they are by what they post on YouTube. The gossipers is the one that's always commenting under the dramatic post. The post that's all about drama or talking about somebody else. Your gossipers are coming on that. They, like, I don't understand when you got the person's number. If you're going to gossip about somebody, just go ahead and call that person. But you do it on social media because whatever's on the inside of you can't help. So you can tell a person by what they post. If you pay attention, sit back and watch. Whatever's on the inside of a person, they will post it eventually. You know, you can try to hide it and toss up a positive post here, but they're going to have more dramatic posts versus positive posts. A person that's posting all positive, you don't need to question that person. That's who that person really is. You know who, if y'all know me, I'm a positive person. I don't do negativity. If I did, it'll be in my post. Because whatsoever a man think in his heart, so is he. So a lot of this stuff that y'all see is people posting their true self. So using social media, YouTube for the right reason. You can use social media and YouTube and all this stuff for your healing. What do I mean by that? You can go to YouTube, type in guided meditations, type in soothing sounds or soothing frequencies or soothing videos, or type in something along those lines and watch the videos that come up. Pick you one, listen to it, sit and meditate, journal. That's another one. Number 2, you can journal, write out your feelings. One thing I've done is wrote down the partners, wrote down all the names, crumbed it up, burned it. Do that. That's it. It's symbolic. You burning your past, and after you burn it, don't go running back to it. Once you make up in your mind that you're going to start to move forward, start your healing. You can start healing tonight. If you are that person that hasn't gone through the proper healing because you don't know how, well, here you go. Write it down. Once you write down the names, even if you can't remember no names, it's all good. Just write down the names and burn it. Throw it in the garbage disposal. Do whatever you have to do. Do something to symbolize that you are letting go of the past and you will start moving forward, and ask God to help you. Another thing you could do is getting in the proper circles. Get around people that have been where you have been, and don't go into the circle wanting to talk. Go into the circle wanting to listen. Go into that circle receiving versus trying to give, like only give your story when somebody asks you. But until then, go into that circle with your arms open wide to receive like steps on what they've done, and make friends with that person and reach out to that person on the regular. When you have that urge to pick up the phone and call so-and-so to come and chill because you're feeling lonely or whatever, call that person from your life group or your small circle group. Call that person, say, hey man, I got this urge to call her or call him or whatever, and they'll help you, Another thing you can do is get you a life coach. I'm not just saying this because I'm a certified life coach, but it helps because it's something that helped me. I got around people that have been where I've been, especially men, other men. I got around men that have been where I was, and I just listened to them. Then I've had people that I could talk to directly, and they coach me on steps or coach me on things that I could do that will help me with healing. So getting you a life coach. I'm offering free sessions. Men that need to talk, I'm offering free sessions. I'm not charging nobody. You need steps. You need more ideas. You need somebody to talk to. I will be there to listen to you. But get you somebody to help you go through the process. Don't try to go through it by yourself. Because I'm telling you, it's a battle that you're going to lose every single time. Another thing you could do to help with the healing, vision board. Believe it or not, vision boards ain't just used for you to make money or go on trips or get the big house. You can use a vision board to manifest your healing. Believe it or not. How do I know? Well, let's go to the scriptures. In Habakkuk, it said, write the vision and make it plain. Notice that in the scriptures, it did not give a specific vision. It just say write the vision. Well, what is the vision? Whatever your vision is. You have to have a vision. Can you see yourself healed first? That's where meditation come in. Meditate on the word day and night. For the people that get spooked out by meditation and yoga is this and that, listen, the word meditate is in the Bible. God actually told Joshua, meditate on my word day and night. It's in Joshua. So Joshua 1, matter of fact. So go ahead and read that. Meditate on my word day and night. So meditate to get a vision of seeing yourself healed. Then write it out in the vision board. Get you pictures of from magazines of what that may look like. Because I'm going to tell you something, especially men, as we start to try to elevate ourselves, get the proper healing, get over the partners we had in the past, let me tell you something. You're going to be sitting down trying to watch YouTube, kids at that. I'm being honest. If you don't have the YouTube Kids app, you could be trying to watch YouTube Kids with your kids on regular YouTube, right? And then an ad will pop up. Boom. Now you tempted. See, ladies, what y'all probably, some of y'all probably don't know this, but for men are visual, okay? This is why the pornography industry, it caters to men because it's more visually stimulating than anything. So understand that your husband is visual. Your boyfriend, if y'all not married, your boyfriend is visual. You want to know why? Y'all might be out and he see hips, lips, and fingertip walk by. You don't understand that the enemy is fighting that man right in that moment. And if he this is something that I do, and I'm being transparent right now. This is something, because it happened everywhere we go. No matter where we go, it's gonna be hips, lips, and fingertips. No matter where we go. What I do to combat that, fellas, I immediately start complimenting my wife. Immediately. I ain't no waiting, no nothing. Because if you wait, it's something about this part of your neck in your head. It just stopped connecting, and then you catch yourself. And ladies, do not get mad at him. By nature, we are visually stimulated. It's in our nature. It's in our DNA. So bear with that man. If he is in the beginning, y'all are in the beginning stages of your marriage, and y'all go somewhere, 9 times out of 10, you gonna spot the leggings in the Nikes before he will. Help him. Don't sit back to see if he gonna look. 99.9% of the chance he is gonna look. Don't get mad. Do not get mad at him. Help him. If you see the leggings and Nikes before he do, start complimenting him, praising him. Men are acceptable to praise. We respond to praise. Don't start critiquing. Oh, why are you looking at her? Well, he's looking at her because he can't help it. Okay? It's in his DNA. She don't mean nothing to him. It's just in his DNA all. It's just like seeing a fancy car. That fancy car is stimulating to our visuals, our receptors in our eyes. We visually stimulated. So we see a Lamborghini go by, oh snap. Same thing. That Lamborghini once it's gone, out of sight, out of mind. He's gonna go the rest of the day and he ain't gonna say nothing else about it.
But fellas, don't do that.
Fellas, let me help you out.
Don't do that.
Let me help you.
Hold on. If cause I got to have my girls' backs, okay? Hold on, wait a minute. What's up, Shaquita? What's up? Shoot, wait a minute. Where I'm at? What's up, Danielle? What's up?
It keeps starting.
Yeah, my camera is
what's
acting
going
up.
on with your
What's
finger?
up, Tina? What's up, Sabrina? So, let me help my ladies out. You know I need a new phone. Let me help my ladies out. Christmas. Christmas time is here. but let me help my ladies out, right? So he is saying, why your voice so high pitched?
Because I'm trying to talk to you.
Oh God. Of course, you know, men are visual. He's gonna notice the lady. You know what I'm saying? But it's a difference from noticing versus looking. You know what I'm saying? I just want to throw that in there.
I was getting there.
I would just want to throw that in there. And don't be like, you know, he's never done me like that. Ever. Ever. Because when I met Davon, he already had mastered this part. Again, Davon has been married before. You know what I'm saying? And his marriage didn't end because of him. His marriage ended because of the lady he was married to. I don't know her. I've never met her, never seen her, don't know her, but she was unfaithful, right? Yep. So his marriage ended because of that, after multiple times of unfaithfulness, because he's got such a heart to go, and he's watched his mom go through so much in relationships in her past that he already knew how to treat me, right? So I never think God had to deal with that in a married relationship, but I have had to deal with that in a dating relationship. Like verbatim, like, hey, like, I'm about to look at her booty. Like, thank you for letting me know. But no, Gideon said, Mom, don't be saying that. The one night we have this kind of conversation, the kids are up. And it's okay, because we're very transparent with them. But anyway, yeah, so I just wanted to throw that out there. Even if it's a guy and you are married or newly married or dating or whatever, don't use what Davon said, even though it is the truth. Don't use what he said to excuse the behavior to look. You see what I'm saying? Or be like, oh man, I can't help it. Oh man, I can't. Because that's going to bring the female down, right? That's going to make her not want to be with you, or it's going to make her, it's going to bring her confidence down. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, you can notice people. Women notice people. Like you're right. We would see the lady before you would. But don't be like Bugs Bunny and the mouth roll out, you know, because and the big eyes, because that's going to really do something to, you know, the opposite, your partner. You know what I'm saying? So it's such a touchy topic. It's touchy enough to just be gentle with. So definitely be gentle with that.
What's wrong?
Come on, dude. Come here. Yeah, go ahead, babe. I can get him. Okay. But be gentle with each other.
So, like I was saying, ladies, if you see her before he does, just do your best to help him, because it's not that he want to look. I'm just being honest. It's not that he just, oh God, like I gotta look. Like it's not. That's society make men out to be like that. And that's not how we are. It's just in our nature that if it's somebody that's attractive or whatever, like it's just in our nature. If like I said in the beginning, if he look. It's one thing to look or notice, but fellas, let me tell you, you might be looking that way and you can't see around the corner, okay? And all of a sudden you might see some leggings and whatever. You might see that woman walk around the corner, okay? Now you got a decision to make. Shift. Do your best to shift, okay? No matter what. Especially if your lady is sitting in front of you, if she's not sitting in front of you. Shift. Do your best to look in a different direction. What's up?
I'll just make sure Gideon wasn't trying to yell.
But
you know I would turn around and go back over there.
But yeah, so it's been plenty of times that me and my wife have been out and she's sitting in front of me and she can't see behind her. And it's not that I'm out looking. For one, I'm very observant. When we are out, I'm on point watching everything because people get crazy. I love my family. Just know that. And I will, yeah, okay.
Just pull up on you.
Like, listen. So we just say, I'm always on point watching everything. And a lot of times when we go places, we be out, you know, I will notice, babe, you want to know something? I love you. Have I told you I love you today? Babe, cause I identify what I see it happening. Now, if a man that's not healed, I'm gonna tell you right now, ladies, it's just you have to, ladies, you have a decision to make in that moment, because that man, if he is not healed because of all the partners that he's had, he hasn't healed from that. Now it's like magnets. It's very magnetic. Everywhere he go, he gonna see something that attracts his eyes, and he not gonna be able to help it. And so, and honestly, I'm finna say this. This is why, ladies, I'm finna give y'all some game. This is why men cheat. It's not that you are not doing enough. His appetite can't be fulfilled because of the fantasies that he creates in his mind. Now, you could be doing everything right, okay? But in his mind, he wants you to do certain things that you, for one, he hasn't communicated with you. And this is why I say, save yourself for marriage. Because like the scriptures say, the bed of marriage is undefiled. So then y'all could explore and do whatever y'all want to do in your marriage bed. That's y'all. But that man creates fantasies in his mind, in his little world. He'll create a fantasy. If he can't see you in that fantasy, he wants to find somebody to fulfill that fantasy. And 9 times out of 10, it's like they say, what you want to do somebody else will. See, that's what happens. He's created these fantasies, and if he is attracted to the sites, the free sites, and all the, y'all know what I'm talking about. My son's standing right here, so y'all know what I'm talking about. If he is attracted to that stuff, them videos and all that extra stuff, those are creating fantasies in his mind. This is why it's detrimental to marriage. Those are creating fantasies in his mind, and now what he see in them videos, he wants you to do, but you might not be comfortable, or you might not even be healed enough to that point. And because he hasn't communicated with you, or he is impatient, or his appetite is greater than his faith, then he will go and find the next person to fulfill what he's fantasized about. And therefore, he ends up in somebody else's bed. Because she might be doing just a little something different. It's not that you're not doing everything. You doing everything up until what you need healing from. You doing it still. But he's not satisfied. His appetite is not satisfied. Like he's overeating.
No more cookies.
No more cookies for the night. Turn up. That's a delayed turn up. It's coming.
You can have some chips.
But, ladies, this is why we say save yourself for marriage.
No.
Then your husband, because your husband, your man, your king, is going to provide a safe place for you to heal. He will be understood. That's why I say tell him no in the beginning and let him know. Be transparent. Hey, this is what it was in my past, and I'm just trying to, I need healing. Just be honest with him. You'll be able to find out from that point who you are with. If he knows that you need healing and you not going to give him no cookies, if he the right one, he going to get in the trenches with you, and he going to create that safe space, that safe environment for you to heal. And he going to be patient with you until you reach that healing that you desire or that you need. And he's going to help you with it. But a person that's there to just take from you, he's going to be impatient. And again, his appetite is not fulfilled. Guess what he's going to do? Go and find somebody to fulfill it. Therefore, you're going to be the side piece, and he's going to have multiple side pieces. It's just a matter of you find his book. You find what number your name is next to. Because keep in mind, let me say this with soul ties. That one person, if that one person has been with 30 people and he haven't gotten healing, now you've been with 30 people. Now, this is the power of multiplication. Now, out of them 30 people, let's say them 30 people have been with 30 people. Each individual person out of that 30 have been with 30 people. Now, look at the number. Look how quick it multiplied. You wonder where all these emotions and unstableness and all that stuff is coming from. That's why it's very vital. Save yourself from marriage. Save yourself from the heartache and having to dig through all these layers and try to find yourself because you don't really know who you are spiritually. Because you got this 30 plus that person 30 plus that person 30. So that's how soul ties can multiply and cause confusion and cause you to be blind.
And you can be like, go ahead, man, I'm sorry.
And so, like again, go through them steps to provide yourself with healing. It's okay to be by yourself for a while. Before I met my wife, I was by myself. And yes, it was people that came in and out of my life, but like I told her, they didn't, none of them, because I knew, like, ladies, let me tell you, see, society won't tell you this about a man, okay? Men know if you gonna be a one-night stand or you the one bring home to meet the family.
Is she a play or is she a stay?
He know right off the bat. If you, let's just be real, if you give him cookies on the first date, you know what that man in his mind say? Who else has she did this with? Now, in his mind, he thinking, well, I can't be with this person because it was too easy.
I'm so angry.
Men like challenges. By nature, men are hunters. We like to hunt. Okay? I told y'all the turn up was coming. Here it come.
Y'all about to see me turn up.
I'm so angry.
You can be angry.
Here you go.
I told you. You just stepped on the bag of chips. The best thing for you to do is exit stage right. Bye, Gideon. If I have to get up,
I love when mama bear get upset. Listen, you better move, cause you gonna get hit. What was I saying? He done made me forget what I was talking about.
When you said when you pick up other people, and this is men know when it's a play or stay.
Oh, men know when you the one or you not the one. This is why, ladies. This is why I say wait. Save yourself the trauma. Because that man will know, like, okay, you know, this woman is different. He's had multiple people probably tell, like, first night, they don't stick around. We don't keep them around because it was too easy. But the ones, like, understand something. I like to use the analogy of an apple tree, right? An apple tree, like the apples that fall off the tree and they on the ground, easy access to those apples. Those are the apples 9 times out of 10 got worms in it. Now, you still can bite that apple in certain places, but you can't have the whole apple. The whole apple, the bright red, pretty, those are the ones that's at the top of the tree. If that man really cares for you, he'll climb. Because climbing to the top of that tree, it takes patience. It takes commitment. It takes the willingness to be bruised or fall down or slip. It takes commitment to reach you gotta have the endurance to reach the top of the tree to get the best apple. And it's not a lot of apples at the top of the tree. It's only a select few. Be the apple at the top of the tree. Make him climb for you. And the ultimate goal of a relationship should be marriage.
Period.
If he is not willing, like, ladies, it does not take, I'm finna say this, it does not take 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 years for that man to know if he need to marry.
Show down.
It does not take that long. Men know from 9 times out of 10 the first date. Our first date, prime example, our first date. We went to Fall for Greenville. And she was looking good, smelling good. Listen, all my man senses, I was like, oh yeah. But then my spirit was like, no, wait, because she's different. And I was like, spirit, you right. She's different. Something I never had before. Amazing. Okay, so what should we do? We went to this House of Mirrors, right? And the House of Mirrors was a maze. And I told her, I said, listen, this is what I want to do. I want you to stand on one side of the maze, and I'm going to start on this side. And I want you to use your voice to guide me to you. Like, keep in mind, it's multiple mazes, like multiple places you could turn and all that good stuff. And she was calling out my name. She was saying this and all this good stuff. And eventually I got to her, you know. And that showed me something. As a man, that showed me that I can listen to her. She can talk to me. She can speak to me as a man. She can speak to my soul. Like, we can communicate. You know what I'm saying? So that was something different from what I was used to seeing in a relationship. So therefore, I didn't mind saying, okay, you know what? I'm not even going to pursue her. The first night, let's just be real. The first night I stayed over at her house, we cuddled and laid on the couch and watched Godzilla, and she ordered me pizza. I had work. I was doing tile work. And I had got off from work, working in Anderson. And when I came to her house, she had to order pizza. She had everything laid out for me, took me a shower, got comfortable, and we laid on the couch and cuddled and watched the movie Godzilla and ate pizza. And that was it. Because she's different. Now, if I'm just being transparent with y'all, everything about me as a man was like, boy, this woman is smelling amazing. She's looking good. I want to Netflix and chill. If you know what I mean. My spirit's like, she's different. And so what I'm getting at is, ladies, men know if you are a play or you a stay from day one. And so if he is wasting, like, it don't take 5, 6 years to know if he want to marry you. After stuff like that, experiences like that, I knew that she was the one. And here we are, 8 years married, 9 years together. Because her being different. Let me say this, because they got, out here in society, they got these ladies on Love and Hip Hop this and Real Housewife this. You got all your cleavage out, and you got on this, and you got on that, and you're showing your hoo-ha's and all that stuff. She wasn't like that. Most of the time, the women that's doing that, if you're doing that for social media, in a man's mind, a real man, I don't want nobody that the world has access to. So you will play. And then what happens is, and just being transparent, what happens is when Valentine's Day come, you see them, oh, I'm tired of being single. It ain't no real man out there. And well, 360 days out the year, you posting on Facebook with everything hanging out and everybody can see it. No man, that is not attractive to him. It's entertaining to a man, but it's not attractive as being covered. See, society, media, hip hop music, all this stuff, they won't tell y'all this about a man. They want us, cause sex sells. Since we're talking about sex sells. So show a little bit of this and throw your legs, twerk a little bit. It's gonna get you a man. No, it's not.
And then they be like, if you got it, flaunt it. No, don't.
No.
Spare us all.
No, if you got it, save it. Okay?
Save it.
Save it for the right man, because if not, what's gonna end up happening, you're gonna be hurt. You're gonna keep repeating the cycle.
That's a broad statement, because it be some things I see, I be like, ew. Like, if you got it, flaunt it. Ew. It be rough, man.
Understand. Don't believe everything society's saying, because it will lead you astray. It really will. It ain't about showing everything. You ain't gotta show everything to attract a man. A man could, like, first of all, a real man want to know how you think. Can I make money with you? Can you turn a house into a home? Can you manage our finances? Can you cook? Let's talk about that. Yeah, you might be able to do this and that in the bedroom, but you don't even know how to boil water. Listen, if you don't know how to make oodles and noodles, now, come on. So a man knows, if we look at a woman based on that. It's not how big this is or how soft this. No, that's what society say. But from the mouth of a man, I'm telling you, he's sitting down with you and he having a conversation. What do you think? How do you think? How do you see him? Can you praise him? When he gets sick and throwing up, are you willing to go to the store and get him some ginger ale or some medicine when you not feeling well? If you got period cramps, can you stand in the paint for him and the entire family? Let me tell you something about a female eagle, right? A female eagle, when she noticed that a male eagle is interested in her, she will fly above the clouds, drop a twig. She'll take a twig and fly above the clouds and drop a twig. And she will see if that male eagle can catch that twig before it hit the ground. And she would do this multiple times. Okay? The female eagle does that because she want to know, before she even allow him to get close, she want to know if their kids ever fell out of the nest, will he be able to catch the kids in time enough before they hit the ground? Now, if an eagle takes a female eagle, takes a male eagle through that type of ritual, how much more? You are much more than the eagle. Why give somebody easy access to you? Your most prized possession. Your most prized, because it's not about what's between your legs, it's what's in your heart. It's your heart. And that is connected to your heart, because it's your soul. And if you're giving away your soul to everybody, how much do you have for yourself? This can right here, when it's full potential. It's at its all-time best potential. You crack it open, it's full. But when I start pouring it out, now it's empty. I can't get nothing else out of it. So you know what happens? Throw it away and go to the next one. Throw it away and go to the next one. That's how certain men, when you give all of yourself in the beginning and you don't make that man wait, soon as you get empty, you don't want to sleep with him. Your head hurting. Oh, I don't want to do it tonight. Well, that man's appetite, you know what? If he not a solid one, you know what he gonna do? All right. Where you going? Oh, I'm going out with the boys. He's not going out with the boys. I'm sorry to tell you. Some of them will. Some of them will. Some of them not going out with the boys. He going to what's her name house because you had a headache tonight. So he gonna go. He gonna go and he gonna find a full can, and he gonna drink that can empty until that one is empty. He gonna go on to the next. Ugly truth, but it's the truth. I've been there. I've done it. I know for a fact. This is how man that hasn't been healed. This is how men think. Oh, you don't want to fulfill me tonight? Alright. I'm gonna call your cousin. Should be real. Your cousin know how to fulfill me. And your cousin know that he is with you. They know you, he's with you.
Yeah, I know y'all be seeing that on Mars.
Come on now. Like, there's no need to sugarcoat it. Come on, Jill.
You gotta get this blanket.
What blank? But
What's up, Miranda? What's up, Vanessa? What's up, Tina? What's up, Pete? What's up, Shirley? What's up, Amber and Emily? Man, we have a full house, y'all.
Oh,
but
snap.
ain't nobody saying nothing. But y'all here, we see y'all. But yeah, it's
you want blank?
both our babies is up late tonight. But yeah, guys, that's what it is. That's exactly what it is. So definitely, he said, "Mama."
What you want? You want juice?
But yeah, guys, babe is right. And you know, I think everybody deserves. I think you see the cup.
Mm-hmm.
You see his cup. Okay. I think everybody deserves that time. Everybody deserves that love. You know. And if you have, you know, started your healing process, stay with it. Get you a pet. I know I had got me a dog. I was like, shoot, I'm gonna be by myself. I want to get me a dog. I know that's gonna kind of occupy my time, give me something to care for, keep me focused. I know Babe mentioned journaling. He mentioned meditation. All those things will definitely help you. And then most importantly, like he mentioned too, putting yourself in a place of community with the like-mindedness people that's doing what you're doing, and getting a mentor of someone that has what you desire, and really learning from a married couple, you know, wife or whatever. And just especially if you are in a relationship where you're dating, just you having mentors that will help kind of guide you and you know, keep you accountable, right? So that's just what it is. Tonight has been a night, and we hope that it's been a different spin, you know, on it. From the first time we talked about soul ties. It's been years ago, but hopefully the ones that have been asking and in our inbox will be able to catch this on replay, or some of you might be here tonight and we just can't see you. But yeah, babe, I don't really have much left. I said get a pet, you know, keep yourself accountable, and just, you know that you're not alone, and that more people should talk about this. More leaders should talk about this. They don't, because 9 times out of 10 they can't, you know. But we're different type of pastors, where we are, you know, outside of the box, and we don't limit what we have exposure to say or have access to say, because we don't have to, you know, do the same thing as what a lot of people do. I found out as far as churches, they can't say certain things in the pulpit or they'll lose their funding, you know. But we don't, we're in our house, so we can say whatever we want to say, really. And so this is something that a lot of people at any point in time, when you're dating, it's something that your kids are going to go through. Get healing. You deserve to be healed, and you deserve to see you know, your family flourish and not suffer from the trauma that you had as a child, because you haven't gotten healing that's needed, or you're unable to talk with them about certain things because you haven't gotten, you know, what you've needed from things. So yeah, definitely, if y'all have questions, let us know. What's up, D? If y'all have questions, let us know. We are here. You know, you can DM the guys DM Davon, the women DM me. You know, if you have different questions about soul ties, if you are stuck in your relationship, even in your singleness, again, I would say women, I'm open. You know, if a guy come messaging me, I'm gonna tell you go to my husband because that's just how we do things. You know,
oh, bang bang, suckers. I'm just playing. I'm just playing.
Well, that's how we do things. But we are here because this is what a lot of married couples may not talk about, and you may feel stuck in your relationships, you know, and it might be because of your sexual past, you know, and you just don't know how to communicate it. And so we're here to help, you know, you navigate that the best way that we can, you know.
And another thing too, babe, you know, a lot of Jude.
You put that whole thing in your mouth.
Y'all see this boy crushing the banana.
It's good, dude.
But and you know, this is how the enemy can kill two birds with one stone, so to speak. If it's hard for you to communicate already, you want another one?
It ain't no more.
Yeah, it's one more half one in there.
Okay, Dada, get it. How you ask? Mommy, may I have a banana?
Hold on,
please?
hold that thought. Let me
Hang
get
tight,
this
y'all.
down
Babe
first.
coming back. He getting Judah bananas.
Hold that thought. Jude say, hold your meat.
Dee said her and Nick been laughing at Judah with that banana since they just logged on.
Wow.
Tearing it up, y'all.
Tearing the
Man, I didn't
banana
even
up,
I didn't get no other bananas today. But oh well. Y'all better eat a mango.
Look, watch this. Look at him, look. Look, two hands make a hole, so he done had a whole banana.
That's right.
But if communication is a hard part already, I mean, if it's hard to communicate about the simple things, like if it's hard to communicate about finances, hard to share your feelings already, you know, talking about something like this is going to be even harder. So that's why it's important to communicate properly, okay? There's a certain way, like we've learned in marriage, like, yeah, you're going to fight, but fight right, okay? Don't be, ladies, don't kick the man in the balls and then kiss him, okay? Like, don't do that. Like, I ain't talking about physically. I'm talking about, like, don't be hitting, you know what I'm saying? Like, already by nature, y'all women have more words than us men. That's why men don't like to argue with a woman. No, not at all. Because we don't have as many words as y'all have. So that's why a lot of times you get, yeah, I know, okay, what's up? Shut up, okay, what's up? Shut up. That's why you get them short answers from your husband, because he done ran out of words. And now you sitting there, you going off. You sound like a whole mixtape to him. And he like, man, I'm just trying to understand and process one bar. You know? So learn to communicate properly so you can create that safe place for you and your spouse to communicate about this topic. You know what I'm saying? Ladies, you might be wanting to open up to him, but you don't feel like you can because you don't, like I say, don't jump to conclusions and trying to figure out what he gonna say or what he gonna think without even having all the evidence or knowing exactly what he gonna think or say. You never know. You open up to him and well, that's all I needed. Look at this boy. There you go again.
Chew it up good, Jay.
Banana smasher. Like,
chew it up good. I'm scared he gonna get choked.
there you go. Get choked. See, you doing too much.
Take your time.
Take it. It's not going nowhere, buddy. It's it's yours. Then you trying to eat it out my hand.
You gonna make them think we don't feed you, Judah?
Look, yep.
Greedy. Straight up greedy.
So communicate. Learn to communicate right. You know what I'm saying? So
that's all I got tonight.
That's all I got tonight. I hope we've been able to bless somebody. If somebody got you know, a different perspective about them three-letter word, that three-letter word that, you know, it made people giggle when you said sex. Ooh, he said sex. Like, okay, you know.
Don't let R. Kelly, Keith Sweat,
Luther Vandross, the whole Luther.
Jodeci, don't let 112. I'm going down the years of music. Don't let who else? Tank and Tyrese. Don't let them get you tied up, sis. Don't let them get you tied up, bro. Like, be careful out there in these streets. You know, you going to date somebody, wear your mask. These days, you just don't know. Like, I'm so glad I met my husband pre-COVID. Oh my God, because how I am, I would have been single. Like, hands down. You know it. You know it. You know it. I'm a little.
Look.
If I would have met you during COVID, you would have had to get swabbed before.
The devil is a lie.
I'm just playing.
Cause if you ain't been swabbed, I'm not getting swabbed. Oh no.
I'm just kidding, guys. Have fun dating, but know that everybody that you date, like, it don't deserve all of you. You know, put your best foot forward. Make them work a little bit. Like, it's fun, man. Like, it's okay to play cat and mouse. You know what I'm saying? Like, make them work a little bit for you. Don't just be so quick to be all in. You know what I'm saying? Like, just
make the excuse, this is a test drive. A lot of cars that get test drove don't get bought. Ooh. I'm saying. Ain't nobody never test drove a Gucci purse. They know they want it when they want it. And the Gucci purse don't have no price tag.
You gotta buy it.
You gotta buy it.
Yup.
So that
does it.
Yeah.
So
cut out the test drive.
Ladies, hang in there. Men, hang in there. If you dating, hang in there.
Fellas, hit me up if you need somebody to talk to.
If you need them to teach you how not to, if you need that neck muscle strength, and you need him to teach you how not to look at every flying thing that passed by. Because 9 times out of 10 these days, you just gotta be careful because it's not even real. And you could literally be looking at a man. Like, we've seen it in California, y'all. No joke. No cap, for real. But yeah, just you know, do the best you can. Don't beat yourself up. Reach out to resources. And let's get it. We excited. 2024 is amongst us. If you're not married, even if you are married and you desire things to change in your marriage, make a vision board, and just set it to the side. Have it where you can see it every day, or you're going to come across of it a few times a week, and just let things kind of start to fall into play. Trust me, it really works. I don't know about all of the, behind it, but it works. It works. We've done it, and we will continue to do it in our family. But be ready, and the best way to get ready is work on yourself. If you are single,
work on you.
Even if you're married, take time to work on yourself.
Work on you.
Because everything and everybody around you will be better because you took that time to work on yourself.
Work on you.
Yep.
Check this out. December 31st. Don't forget to join me right here on live. I am going to show you how to tap into your treasures. Everybody that was born, God has given us a treasure. And on the inside of that treasure is everything we need to succeed in life. I'm going to show y'all how to do that. What are we missing when we pray? Why God ain't answering me? Yeah,
tap in. And if you are married, I was going to say, make sure to have a lot of sex and enjoy your spouse. And
yes, Lord.
Love your spouse.
Hallelujah.
Be willing to hear each other's needs and desires, and be willing to meet them halfway. If you can't meet them all the way, meet them halfway to where each party is satisfied. You know what I'm saying? So just.
No, we don't know what you're saying. What you're saying?
Just,
I'm messing with you.
Know what I'm saying? Like, I would go graphic, but I'm not. but I mean, sex is a natural thing for husband and wife. So enjoy yourselves. Like, marriage shouldn't be boring. You know, if it's getting boring, go do something like totally like spontaneity is the spice of a married life. Spontaneous. Spontaneous. Spontaneity. Just
the spice of life.
Keeping things fun, you know, and just, you know, be
Don't
best.
do it in the McDonald's.
Be best.
Husband and wife, go do it in a grocery store. Go do it in the park.
In McDonald's, babe.
Yeah, while ordering number 3.
That's gross. Y'all, he is reaching.
Go do it in the elevator.
Oh my God.
You know what I'm talking about? Keep it fun. Hang from the ceiling a little bit. Batman and Batwoman. I done got my preacher voice on.
Oh my God. Anyway, keep it fun, man. Like, keep it fun. That's what it's about. And that's one thing about us. We are not boring people. So, you know what I'm saying? Like, keep it fun. Just have fun. Love your spouse.
Yep.
We are not pro polygamy, pro bringing someone else in. We're not pro that at all.
No.
At that point, you have defiled the marriage bed. I feel like in the Bible, it says, you know, the marriage bed is undefiled. But I feel like for some people, they should have said, except for this type stuff is defiling. So, you know what I'm saying? It's always meant to be one man and one wife, right?
It wasn't Adam, Eve, and Teresa. Sorry if your name Teresa.
And you know, like, we just had this talk not long ago. You were talking about concubines in the Bible weren't a wife. They were like a maid that helped clean the houses. But some pastors, even some preachers and teachers took it as wives. So nobody will touch on that really.
But some translations do say wives, but they don't understand. Like, see, going back into the biblical times when it came to wives, like even in Proverbs, it say he who finds a wife finds a good thing. Well, how do you know that she is a wife before y'all get married? When she is found as a wife and not a girlfriend, not a this, not a that. He who finds a wife, well, how do he know? Well, back in the biblical times, a lot of times what would happen is the mom and the dad of the son would go out and pick the mate for their son. And so when they chose that person, the moment she was chose, she became a wife. Then they had the ceremony and all that good stuff. But when you carry yourself as a wife, sometimes that will often attract the right person, the right mate. When you carrying yourself as what it is that you want to attract. Them same men that you keep attracting is because you keep carrying yourself the same way.
Oh.
The moment you change the way you carry yourself, you change up what you attract. I mean, either you want to attract flies or bees. Which one do you want? All depending on flies are attracted to sugar, bees are attracted to honey. What are you giving out, sugar or honey? Which one you want to attract? It's all by how you carry yourself. But King Solomon, one of the richest men to ever live, ever walk earth, had everything. Yes, he had multiple concubines. Concubines are not, they are called wives in certain translations, but they didn't have the role of the wife. Meaning sleeping with the king, doing everything to satisfy the king. They took care of the kingdom. Okay? So a lot of people will take that and say, oh, well, I can have multiple wives. And now you got 6 women in the house that's pregnant by you. That's 6 soul ties, and nobody is healed. And eventually somebody going to get mad at the other one because they whatever, and it's going to be a big mess. So therefore, one woman, one man, keep it like that. It's easier, much easier. Because fellas, you are married, you know, this one woman by herself
A whole handful.
is a whole handful. God, she is amazing, blessed, and unique, and qualified, and
crazy.
all in one. I want her to say it, not me, because I'm sitting too close. But yeah, so
Anyway.
we getting ready to land this plane. The boys are asleep, and I'm getting ready to play the game.
No, I'm about to watch.
I knew I was gonna get that reaction.
I have not got to watch TV all day.
I'm about to play
I've
the
been-
game. I
I've
don't
been-
care what she talking
No,
about.
I've been
I'm
taking
getting
care
ready.
of the house, grocery
Nick,
shopping.
Nick, if you watching this, let's meet me on the game, player. We about to play some Call of Duty.
We'll see.
I'm saying all of that, and all my wife got to do is look at me and give me that look, and she can have the TV, cause I know what that look means. Won't be getting no won't be getting no you know. So yeah, baby, you can have TV all you want. You win. All right, y'all. Listen, y'all go have a wonderful night.
Yeah, guys.
Have a blessed, continuous week. We coming up on Christmas. I wear a 2X. My favorite color is black and red. I like hats. I like shoes. I'm about to take him out of here. Deuces, y'all. Say bye-bye, Jude.
Bye-bye.
Blow kiss.
Blow kisses.